just by the farce chance you just tuned in, and you ain't seen that cat or me in the last 22 years of rock and roll, that is Dimebag Darrell, and I am Vinnie Paul. Dom, how's it going?
What's going on, Vinnie?
Last time I saw you, which was the Monsters of Rock 3 years ago, you were raging and partying before, during, and after the concert. Are you still able to do that, or are sometimes interviews or other things get in the way?
Have it out here! Ah! We're good at drinking excessive amounts of alcohol.
Yeah. How old are you guys?
For us to know and you to find out.
Shit, I'm about 300 on the inside, man. Check my liver out and shit.
Yeah. Now, why I ask...
Let's get the brain doctor in here.
Look in your ear or something. Why I ask, I wonder when you were younger, I mean, you probably listened to bands like Kiss and that, and probably thought, that's how I want to be. And it's
grew up on a healthy dose of Black Sabbath.
Hey, look at that. He's got a Kiss tag. I didn't even know that.
You can make him smile. Oh, look at that.
Love that
and
shit.
It was signed by Ace Frehley himself, and he had that tattooed. So
blew it up. You know?
Big Kiss fans.
Big influences.
Hey, they're coming back, aren't they?
Huge.
Hey, we already saw them, man. Their tour was awesome in the States. All I can say is if they ever come over here, go see it, because it was amazing.
Dimebag said you actually recorded in your own home studio. You actually had a studio built for recording this album, which is a bit of a Megadeth type thing to do, actually, but I'm sure it worked out very well. But
I don't know, we ain't never done nothing like Megadeth.
Sounds like a very kind of relaxed vibe. If you had, like you said, you had the beers out and chilling out.
It was kind of an accidental occurrence. You know, I've always just wanted to have a jam room where we could jam, not get fucked with by the police and whatnot, you know. And started off just a jam room, then Riggs brought in the live recording gear that we tour with. And we set that up and started fucking around doing some demos, and we're like, man, why even move, you know? And so that's the fun we had.
Excellent. And how do you keep kind of notching up the intensity and the brutality, but you still manage to keep melody there as well? How do you do that? Is it almost kind of thinking what's going to go down well in the live situation as well?
Yeah, that's in the back of the head all the time, you know, but man, if you cut me open right now, that's what's inside me, man. When I pick up, you got a knife now. When I pick up my guitar, you know, it's just what I do when he plays the fucking drums, you know. He's a muscle man, you know. He fucking pounds the shit. You know, same thing for the throat and same thing for Rex, you know. We just do what we do. I'm ready. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Let's do this.
I knew you were up to something.
Back!
Sorry.
Hard to beat.
Nice to see you too.
Yeah, man.
We're back.
Oh, well.
Fireworks are not
We're
supposed to be
now.
used in your house, but Dime has a different ethic.
That's right, baby.
Well,
And you know, last night,
hair of the dog, dude.
fired it right up, but may as well go ahead and ring right here.
You're gonna.
Get your phone?
Oh, dude, you're gonna. You know what? Oh, I hate both of you, but I love you both. And hey, cheers. It was great to see you guys.
Beautiful thing.
Again. This rocks.
Here's to the Hard Rock.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hello, sir. What's going on, man? Your house rocks.
Thank you.
So show me around the house and give us some history. What's going on?
Basically, you're looking at it. This is a stop sign that me and Zach Wild took out right up the street there. Limo guy came to pick us up, and he said, hey, man, I got to take a leak, dude. Is it cool if I go in and take a leak? And he came in, and Zach jumped behind the wheel. I jumped in. We shouldn't have been driving. And we just started just mowing everything down. Here's a piece of it.
Don't drink and drive, kids. Don't drink and drive.
This poor cat, we beat this up all the time. Look, had to put his arm back on.
Aww.
Real quick before we go to your video, tell us about the director. He used to be in the Skin flicks.
Hey, well, that's my boy Red Ezra, man. You know, his heart and love is in, you know, music videos and movies. And
but porn pays the bills.
That's right. You got that right, man. And you know, my boy, he's from Texas. He had to move up and jump into the LA scene and start filming sax popping nuts all across the XXX screen, you know.
A little How's Your Father?
Exactly. Watch it fly. You know, who can catch the most air and shit. Woo. And anyway,
hit the headboard club.
Right. Anyway, so man, you know, this whole thing pretty much is coming from scratch, and ain't a whole lot of support coming from nowhere. So I got to call my brothers that can throw down, and I called up Red and I said, Red, man, you want to come down and do this video? He said, okay, G. I'm jumping in the hot rod right now. Rented a truck through his editing system. Everything came flying down through Duvetine everywhere. I renamed him Roy Dubatine. We shot it, blew it up, edited it in my front room, and here it is right here.
All right, here we go. Check it out. Damage Plan, breathing new life.
We're in the midst of just like giving away a lot of free music, because we're just like a working class punk rock band. So we just want to give to the people.
Hooking the fans up. Awesome.
Exactly.
Awesome.
And talk about giving things away. I think Don brought a present for our friends.
Sure as hell did. Oh, you shouldn't have. Let's have a look at it. There it is. All right. Just by the farthest chance you just tuned in, and you ain't seen that cat or me in the last 22 years of rock and roll, that is Dimebag Darrell, and I am Vinnie Paul. Dom, how's it going?
What's going on, Vinnie?
Brought y'all a little jewel, a little present. Check it out. Get you a pull.
That is so nice. I'm not going to kiss you over, but I just want the viewers to know that it's half empty. And I don't know why, but thank you.
Well, let me work on that a little.
All right, here, take the first.
Let's go.
There it is. And on that note, there is more Headbangers Ball coming up, so stay tuned.
Who wants to pull? Well, I think a lot of bands, when they first come out, it's kind of tough to even, you got to gauge where you're at, you know what I mean? It's hard to have that vision just completely 100% molded up in front, you know, like we said, you know. We learned from all the people we looked up to, you know, till we finally got to that level where we said, hey, man, this is us, this is how we're doing it, and we're the influencers on other people instead of being the influenced, you know. Also, we never ever bent for any of the trends that came through. I can think of a million interviews of people going, well, what do you think of this? Or when are y'all going to start doing that? Or bring a record scratcher in or whatever. It's like, you don't get it, bro, you know? It's fucking straight up a steel rod, fucking right down the center. Let all the bullshit twist circles around it. We'll always be sitting there strong, you know?
What do you think of bands such as Pearl Jam and Nirvana that hit the charts?
That's cool. Hey, man. Whatever for whoever, you know?
And how did you react to the Cine Suicide when you first heard it? Can you tell us what you were doing when you heard the band?
I didn't really believe it at first, you know? And then, after being around the world, you know, 4 or 5 times everywhere and seeing so many people and watching how things change and stuff, I wasn't that surprised after all, you know? Sucks, though. Fucking sucks.
A lot of bands who are controversial complain about the censorship issue in America. What's your stance on the censorship issue in America?
Fuck censorship. I mean, give me a break, you know? Just like when you're a fucking kid, you know, and you found out what a fucking Playboy magazine was, you know? Hey, if they try to keep it from you, what'd you do? You went and fucking got it anyway, you know? Made you enjoy it that much more, whatever it was, you know? So, whatever, keep trying to censor it all you want. It's still gonna be available. First of all, man, I've always been a radical motherfucker, man. I mean, just in my mind, a crazy something. Even before I drank, you know, it's all about racing hell, skateboards, BMX, going sideways. It's always had to be radical for me, man. When I started playing guitar, you know, and I saw the fucking line of Deans, I was blown the away. And I knew immediately, I'd seen the Flying V and I'd seen the Explorer. Then when I seen the ML, I was like, that is Dimebag Diamond's shape right there. Shot for kids. Come on.
I read somewhere about you being banned from every guitar.
It's like this, man. I started off about the age of 14, half 15, around there. First time I got up there and I wailed and I did what I could. I got picked for the top 15, went to the club, had to get my parents to get me in the club and shit because I was underage. I was the youngest dude out of everybody. I hammered as hard as I could. Dude, I won first place and I just could not fucking believe it. It was a Dean guitar, like I play, and I just died because I always wanted one of those, and I won that. Next time they had another one, I entered. Of course, I got in, fucking won first place again, Charvel, entered again, won first place, got an ESP guitar, entered again. Next time, this is like 2 months per pop or 3 per pop.
What are you doing that people like? Just shredding?
I did a couple of licks that I'd made up on my own. I'm like one of them dudes got like decent at playing lead guitar, like within like 3 months or something like that. I could just like burn pretty quick. I had good chops and I could play lead and actually had a half-assed idea about what it was. I think that showed through, and of course I listened to records and I sit down and I'd pick out leads and stuff. I would do like a little bit of a Edward Van Halen solo, maybe a little Eruption, Randy Rhoads or something like
Mother Earth or something like that. And I guess at the time, those were the real respected guitar players, and I did it well, man.
So eventually, did they say you can't enter anymore?
That's what happened. I went to turn in a tape again, and they said, look, man, just be a judge, dude. You already won everything you can win. Give somebody else a shot at it or something.